Hey there everybody on YouTube land, it's LordBear90 coming at you with a Transformers review for the day. This time I'm going to be covering Transformers Beast Hunters Cyberverse class Blight, or Blot for those of you who are G1ers. There's really not much I could say about this guy except for the fact that he is out of the 4 of the Terracon figures that I have right now. I don't have Ripper Snapper yet. I do plan to at some point, if I can ever find him. He's like the hardest one to find in my region for some reason. Anyway, out of the Terracon set so far, this guy is without a doubt my favorite. My second favorite being Hunger, and my third one would be Windraiser. Excuse me. For his details, he's got yellow on the top of his head, which I'm guessing those would be fins or scales. I'm not even sure what he's actually supposed to be. He's supposed to be some kind of a... what is he supposed to... like some kind of walking upright alligator or something? I mean, what the heck is he supposed to be? I mean, I know he's supposed to be somewhat based off of the G1 toy, but, anyone please care to tell me who or what the heck he's actually supposed to be? I mean, I really don't know. I mean, I have never seen a creature like that, and I hope I never do, because, frankly, I wouldn't want to mess with it. I wouldn't want to be in its way if it got pissed off. But anywho, like I said, for his details, he's got yellow here on the top, yellow here on the top of his thighs, dark blue for pretty much most of his colors. Oh, he's got some yellow right in there, which I'll get to more when he's in robot mode. Yellow here on the elbows, which will become the knees. He's got purple-ish colors for his claws, his jaw here, and for his back, and his shoulders. And since his robot hands are visible, purple for his robot hands, since they're pretty much visible right there. He doesn't really have any eye color. They're just kind of painted over. I mean, they're so small, I can't even tell where the eyes are. He's so small. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Now, to transform this guy, what you want to do is you take the beast, alligator, what the head here, rotate it all the way back, because here in the fins will go into this slot right here in his back, pretty much hiding most of them except the very bottom. And so far what you have is basically a headless Blight. Now what you want to do is rotate the arms up, turn them at the elbows where they're facing forward, open up the hands to basically form the feet, literally turn him upside down, take the chest cavity, move it forward just a little bit. It was like this. Now you have to move it forward just a hair. Push him together at the waist, which takes the V shape that he had and flips it around. Take the hands, flip them up, bring the arms down. Using your fingernail or a pair of tweezers if you have any, grab this little tab in here that's on his neck, flip out his robot head, and push the chest back into place. Get everything adjusted here. And here you have Transformers Beast Hunters Cyberverse class Blight in his robot mode. His colors are pretty much the same, with the exception of a Predacon logo right here on his chest, which you can just barely make out because it's really small, silver for his face, and red for his robot eyes. I don't know about most people, but for me, his face looks like G1 Soundwave, which is kind of cool. For his accessories, he comes with a hammer. A very Thor-like hammer, if you ask me. It's very basic. Twin Strike came with his hammer, but I lost it, unfortunately. Now, he can hold this weapon one of two ways. He's got 3 pegs, but the longer peg, this peg and this peg here, are for his robot mode. You can hold it for one of 2 ways. He could either hold it as a hammer or hold it as somewhat of a gun. I like to have him holding it as a hammer. So I just put it in his hand. It's a very tight fit. It almost doesn't want to go. I mean, the first time I had to put it in there, I had to really jam it down in there because it was really tight, because the peg is almost too big for the hole in the hand. And there he has his hammer in his hand. And there's really not much to say about it. It's got a lot of molded in detail, although my phone's camera doesn't want to pick any of the details up, which kind of sucks, because it's a very good looking hammer. It's not my favorite looking weapon out of the 5, but it is a very close second. Now, for those of you who don't know, this guy has a 3rd mode. He is as of the other Terracons, he is a limb for Abominus, specifically the left leg. Now, you can put him into his leg mode from either his robot mode or from his beast mode. What you want to do, I'm going to go ahead and do it from his robot mode because you're already pretty much halfway there. What you want to do is you open his chest cavity all the way out, hold his head back, rotate the arms at the shoulders where they're facing flat like this, bring them forward and push the chest back in a little bit because there's a peg right here on the side of his shoulders, and in the arms there's a little peg, there's a little hole just in there. You can just barely see it on both arms. They line up like that, and you have the option of either leaving his hands out or folding them away. I like to fold them away. And you just leave his robot legs exactly as they are. You take the beast head from the back of the robot and fold it like you would take it back into beast mode. Fold it almost all the way, basically there. And on the inside of each leg, there's a hole right here, and on the beast head, there's a long peg right here. You just simply line them up and peg them into place. The robot arms don't really like to stay in place that well, but once you get it all situated, there's Blight in his leg mode. Now, unfortunately, Abominus is not a Scramble City combiner, so each character is, whatever limb the character is designated, that is a limb that they are forever meant to be. You can't make them an arm. You can't make a leg be an arm or an arm be a leg. That's what Scramble City Combiners are. You can't do that with these. These guys are... This guy is specifically a leg. Windrazor and Twin Strike are specifically arms. Ripper Snapper is specifically a leg. And Hunger is the main body. Which even in the Scramble City Combiners, the main bodies couldn't become a limb. They were the main body because they were bigger than all the other characters for that reason. But, it's a very unimpressive leg, if you ask me. But then again, it's not supposed to be a great leg mode anyway, because he's a combiner. And his name, the combiner's name is Abominus. I keep wanting to say Obominus. The first time I actually mispronounced his name as Obominus, somebody made the joke saying that I was making fun of Obama himself, President Obama. I'm not a racist like that person was. I immediately blocked him and reported him to YouTube for that. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and leave off here. I'm going to do my review for the Constructabot Starscream next. I sort of covered him in my last vlog video, but he deserves an actual review. So stay tuned for that. LordBear90 signing off for now.